So it's 2023. Dead Cells has been out for about 5 years at this point, and I'm pretty sure you know everything there needs to be known about this game. However, I want to take a look at what old Dead Cells used to look like. What we're going to do is load up Day 1 early access for Dead Cells. As you follow along, watch each individual difference between old Dead Cells and new Dead Cells, and let me know in the comments each one that you pick out. I don't know how far we're gonna get, and I don't even know if this is going to work because I had to make a brand new save, potentially losing thousands of hours of progress. But hey, maybe we'll find a difference that was actually cooler back then than it is today. Either way, let's go ahead and hop in here. This is Day 1 early access Dead Cells from at least 5 years ago. This is my first time ever loading in to early access Day 1, basically. I'm actually surprised. So this is the giant skeleton. This was always here, even on early access Day 1. That means whatever the devs pipeline was, they already had Rise of the Giant in mind. As we go in, we already have a very different NPC. This is the training NPC. Lost our head now, did we? Well, nothing to say for yourself? Oh, well, yes, I see the problem. I suppose you didn't think to find yourself back here, but surely you must have noticed. You can no longer die. All right, so we already have Rusty Dagger. No hold to attack back then. So even if I go into the settings, we are spamming buttons now. Let's grab... Ooh, even the layout of picking up an item is super different. Secondary weapon only, the jailer's son was getting pretty good at hunting rats with this. Interesting. Does the bow that we have flavor text on it? Ooh, so I'm trying to hold down the button, and you actually cannot just hold the shield. And I don't know if parry is a thing. Let's check on this. Oh, it's a full block? No parry action. But I cannot hold this thing down. And the timing... Wait, the timing's actually really good. So, this is already super surprising to me. For some reason, the quality... Oh, wow, that's a lot faster than I remember. The quality on the actual game is extremely high for early access Day 1. We have our wall rune that I can't use the R1 button to break. That's what we do nowadays. Ooh, what have we here? So this is like a reskinned zombie, but instead it throws the bomb out, which I guess is what a grenadier would be doing. Wow, I tried the wall run. Down slam does this like really big effect around you. Oh, only if you land like very far away? Let's test that. Yeah, and then if I jump from this height, it's very small. Cool little detail. I mean, it might be a little bit of effect bloat, and maybe that's why we don't have that nowadays. 30% damage to bleeding target. The color is very interesting. This makes me feel like it's like a poison color. I don't know if you all get the same thing out of that I do. We have our first shop. The shop is using the NPC that I think is in daily challenge. Everything is for sale. We have a bear trap, which I think we call this wolf trap now. Twin daggers level 2, damage plus 10%. Now the way how it works in Dead Cells today is that the difference between a twin dagger 1 and a 2 is shown on the tooltip. This makes it seem like the twin daggers 2 has like a special 10% bonus on it, but I don't think that's the case. One thing I'm noticing though is that an item is on sale at the very end. We don't have this. An ice amulet, you may only equip one amulet at a time, but their effects are powerful. All the damage you take is also dealt to the enemy. It's an ice amulet, but it reflects damage. Is that so? It seems really strange, but okay. We do not have vine runes, so I can't do anything with that. Ooh, horizontal turret and a powerful grenade. I cannot roll through the door. Are you kidding me? You're telling me that rolling through doors wasn't available day one? And then the grenades themselves have like the turret's little doohickey that you throw out. We got our first scroll. We have the option between health, weapon damage, and skills. Increase the active skill damage and reduce their cooldown timer. This is completely different. Let's go with the weapon damage for now. Okay, a shield bearer, exactly how we know it today. +1 skills. Skill power and cooldown improved. So we had a power scroll earlier that gave us the choice of what we want to do. And in this circumstance, you pick up a skill scroll that literally does one thing and one thing only. So like the skeleton of the game is basically the same. We're going through areas, killing zombies, but everything that we have seen thus far for the UI, for collecting items, it is extremely different. Great Shield blocks attacks and shakes out any loose gold from your enemy's teeth. Once per enemy. Oh my god, I keep pressing R1, thinking that's the way how you can open that stuff up. Okay, so that's as far as we can go without having any runes unlocked. Challenge Rift? Okay, that's not exactly what I thought I was doing there. New challenge, kill all the enemies and make it to the exit without getting hit. Wait, this is like kinda legit. The challenge rifts that we have are only platforming challenges with no enemies at all. My assumption is that this is probably too difficult to do and maybe too difficult to balance. Because like it's procedurally generated. How do you know that whatever generated can actually win within this time period? Especially on like a level 1 area. Oh, we do not freeze the water. That's interesting. Wait, what is the cooldown on my skills? 3 seconds for a grenade? That's pretty good. I think Ice Grenade has an 18-second cooldown today. Challenge failed? You also cannot dodge roll through those buzzsaws, which is also something that is different. Only thing left to do is go to the next area, which is Promenade. I have no points in life. I have just the 100 health that we spawned in with. We have our collector. You again. Interesting. I am the collector, and I'm about the closest thing to company you'll get down here. In exchange for the cells you pillage from your foes, I can provide you with a few useful items. If you uncover any blueprints, I may be able to provide you with some more experimental items. Wow, look at this UI. There are multiple tabs here. We have to get the healing potion. What's the arrows on the grenades? I already have Ice Grenade. What's the plus? I'm wearing a Great Shield right now. All right, let's grab this. Permanent improvement unlocked. You now own a health flask. And that unlocked 2 more things we can do, but we only have 8 cells. We can increase the damage. Is that permanently, or is that only on what we have equipped right now? So let us put points into the horizontal turret. What a nice name. Everything you buy here is yours forever. Not even death can take it away from you. Simply put, if you want more power, then bring me more cells. Now, prisoner, out of my sight. Your presence grows tiring. Sheesh. Okay, so we get our same heal, health restored, and into Promenade of the Condemned. No loading screen. It's just pure blackness. So as you can tell, this is a new save. I do not have the ability to wall climb. Ooh, so that was there on day 1. I feel like I'm probably weak. What is this? That's what the runner is today? That thing is horrifying. So if you put a runner side by side to that thing, I feel like our monster is a little more, the door was sealed 5 minutes ago. Too bad. So previously in old Dead Cells, rather than having the transition room challenges that we have today, back then you had a timed room that you get access to if you speed run through the first level. That had been gotten rid of because eventually people got to the point where, why am I gonna bother doing anything in the first level? I absolutely need to make it to that second level. Okay, so this is where we assume the Vine Rune is. All right. That's the archer that we remember, and it spawns little baby zombies? What? Why is it a baby zombie? Ow. Okay, there we go. Permanent Vine Rune status. So there was a time where every elite monster in the game came with a zombie pack. I think they may have called those zombie lieutenants back in the day. They were certainly not baby zombies like we just saw. But as you're going through the different boss cells of Dead Cells and you fight more and more elites, you will fight zombies almost the entirety of your life. And I can see how that may have been something that they would have gotten rid of. Okay, I can see that Promenade is still an awful map thanks to the protectors. Ooh, Knife Storm, what we now know as Knife Dance. Oh, my life! Hey, we got the gold. 20 gold? We get 100 now. Is that reverse inflation? Okay, so we have a shop. We have a throwing knife. This is like a really weird shop, right? Who is manning this? Like, I can just steal this if I wanted to. Who's to even know that I'm here? I don't know why, but I feel like my FPS is dropping the deeper I go into this place. It might be a me issue, but this is early access day 1. Ooh. We can use double powerful grenades without needing custom mode. I can now run through the biome and use a powerful grenade on basically everybody, which, if there were mutations, now that I think about it, we didn't see a mutation thing at all. Do you unlock mutations later? Are there no mutations in early access day 1? No. Okay. So in current day Dead Cells, you can break this door and it will give you a curse. It does have an HP bar. You have outraged the gods, take 1 little hit and you're dead, eliminate 10 enemies left to curse. The curse is a bobblehead above your head. That is so unsettling. What? I love how they have the ability to swap these. I would imagine day 1 early access, that is not a priority. Let's not die. Wait, is that the end of the biome? Really? This is like half the size of current Promenade. Let's go back. We do have a Vine Rune that we can go through, which is back here. This takes us to Toxic Sewers. No, maybe that's Ancient Sewers. It's called Old Sewers. That is like really interesting. We're gonna just go to what I assume to be Ramparts, which should be over here. No mutation. We'll have to check to see when mutations get added. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up the Blood Sword. We've unlocked a few things. I gotta say, the animations are pretty clean. We got ourselves a horizontal turret. Such a weird thing to say. And now what happens if I do this? Does that mean all Blood Swords are permanently 5% stronger? Okay, so we'll put this in. Gonna add this too. So the Blood Sword has 15% damage on it. I think that is legitimately 10% plus 5. It's an interesting thought. In that way, like maybe there's no upper limit to how strong the weapon will become. It could be like a roguelike game as of today that has like permanent upgrades for each individual weapon. I don't know if I like it yet. Okay, this is skill up. I want to say back in the day, in old Dead Cells, you actually had stronger enemies based on how many scrolls you picked up. I don't know if that's the case on like this patch, but the thought process is every time we're grabbing a skill, every time we're grabbing a scroll, the monster health and maybe the monster's damage is going up. Nice to know that the Inquisitor is still the same. Apparently that was always to be a thing. Oh my god. Wow. Let's go ahead and heal. Seal 10 minutes ago? How fast am I expected to go? I would say that is legitimately they expect you to not fight in order to get that. You can also see that there's no such thing as brutality or tactics at this point. It is one literal stat called weapon up. You may also be able to find skill up, and the only time that you would sort of deviate is if you have a power scroll. But the power scroll, you have your choice of which one you want to do, which for like roguelike standards, that's smart. Like I could definitely see that as a legitimate way to make a roguelike game. Oh, we found our exit to Concierge. We could have speed ran our way into there if we want, but I'm more interested in exploring the rest of Ramparts. I am curious on how the electric whip is on day 1. I remember when I first started playing the game, Electric Whip was very strong. Wait, what is that? What are the little arrows? Electric Whip automatically targets the closest enemy. Does bonus damage when your health is at max. Is that what I'm seeing? Has to be, right? So I think the closest thing we have to that today is an attack might have a plus sign next to it. I thought that was gonna fall off the platform. Give me weapon damage. Oh wow, the grenade level 3 has +1 strength on it. That means that grenade is actually increasing my basic attack damage, which is not something that exists in normal Dead Cells. Wow, look at all the bats. Wait, what? It's like a death pit. There are legitimately 50 bats in this room. Great time to have a greed shield. Oh no, I can't roll through. So one thing that the Electric Whip does not have for early access that we have today is the shock status. In today's Dead Cells, you can actually apply electrical statuses to enemies with things like the Electric Whip. And what that status does is it bounces between all of the different monsters that are around it. So it'll be perfect for a time like this. I'm also very used to rooms like this having a secret pass-through. Having to go all the way back up and around is like I shouldn't have even gone down there in the first place. It's pretty cool to see that a lot of the enemies like remained intact through early access. That's a good sign because you can tell that quality was already front and center for the Motion Twin team. And the only thing that was needed was refinement on some of the enemies that are now different. Okay, so that's the end of Promenade. Now we get to go to the first boss, which is Concierge. We unlocked Lightning Bolt. What I'm gonna do though, I'm very curious on how the flashbang works on bosses. So we're going to unlock that. Of course, it's not called flashbang today. Oh wait, I didn't actually get the stun grenade. Oh, because I didn't unlock it, I only leveled it up. Okay, I could see that with some confusion. Especially for an item that you haven't seen yet. Oh, forgot to refill my flask. Uh-oh. We should be fine. It's just Concierge, right? Cannot be any harder than today's Concierge. The incomplete one. It was apparently the old name. We're pretty strong. Ooh, look at that aura. I think he was invulnerable for quite a bit longer. Oh yeah, it's like invulnerable during the first bit of the aura. Oh my god, that aura stays up for so long. It's like if it does the roar, you're basically not allowed to fight it anymore. Did I just lose the hit list? Oh my god. Thank you, Concierge. The explosion of gold. Oh my god, we did it. And we got ourselves a heavy crossbow in the process. Do I get a reward for doing it hitless? Please tell me yes. Legendary item, maybe? Apparently, I needed to be here 10 minutes ago. What? Well, you're back. Yeah, so how do you tell the difference? Like, I know one has up arrows, so that maybe that's your indicator of this is fully unlocked, you're only powering it up, compared to this thing, which to me looks the same. We'll see, we'll see. Now, I was under the impression that Concierge was the last thing in the game. There can't be anything left, right? Ooh, still village? The Fog Fjord. Oh, wow. Okay, so we already have new monsters. The axe thrower is here. This thing doesn't usually show up in Stilt Village. And now we also have more baby zombies, which appear to be like frosty. I don't know if that is like meaningful or not. I want to see what they do. They're like really fast. That actually hit me. Ooh. The kamikaze bat is like a darker shade, which I feel like probably makes it more easy to get tagged by it. Does that mean at some point during early access, someone said, hey, I'm getting hit by the bats because I literally can't see them? Look at that. It looks like just part of the background. Okay, we have Flashbang. Inflicts damage and stuns nearby enemies for 3 seconds. How does this compare to the stun grenade we know of today? Oh, yeah. Seems about the same, even though it barely lasts. Maybe this is where we're gonna find the key? No, this is another shop. Oh, wow. I'm used to... Ugh. I'm used to the electric whip actually doing AoE damage. All right, let's try this again. Kill all the enemies and make it to the exit without getting hit. We got this. I actually do have to kill all the enemies, though. I can't just skip. Funny enough, the timer is still going. And remember, old Dead Cells wanted you to do basically speed running. So I'm actively getting punished by going into this area. Unless the reward is so good. I will tell you one thing. Having the countdown at the top of the screen the entire time is definitely not great. Okay, stun grenade lasts all of 0.5 seconds. Oh my god, I mistimed it. All right, 4 things plus an amulet. Jump attacks burn enemies. I assume they mean down slams. Jump attack. Gotta be down slam, right? Okay, so Pirate Captain is here on early access day 1. That's horrifying. We have a scroll locked behind money. That's interesting. Give me the weapon damage. Now, if there is a scenario where the monsters are getting stronger based on... Did it destroy my grenade? Okay, the baby ice zombies are like the worst thing I've ever seen. Ow. What am I getting hit by? I can't even tell. Oh, wow, it's over. I am very, very surprised at how dangerous some of these monsters are. We gotta get to the exit. I refuse. I don't want to die like this. Okay, hopefully that wasn't a death sentence. That may have been our exit. No, every door has the same icon. That is not how it is today. You can get a little bit of an idea of what's behind the door. In this circumstance, I don't know. I'm dead. I'm not dead. Where's the exit? Why are there so many doors in Stilt Village? It's like an actual apartment complex. And also like an upper path as if you're playing Sonic the Hedgehog. I guess I'm going the pleb way. What? Why? I'm dead. I'm not dead. Wait, this is a dead end. No way. That was a dead end. What on earth? Do I have to find the exit from one of the upper areas? That is so weird. Back already. But doesn't seem to be going all that well for you. Have you noticed how everything seems a little different each time? One could think the island is alive. I wonder if... What do you make of all this? Wow, that was extremely different than what I imagined. You can't just go in with the knowledge of being a Dead Cells 5 BC expert. Once you hop into early access day 1, you're back in baby mode. There's absolutely no way you get through that. That was cool though. If you like the idea of checking out what is different in Dead Cells, leave a like on the video, leave a comment too, subscribe because we post all kinds of roguelike content all the time. And if you want to see this again, hey, maybe we can make that happen. Either way, thanks for joining me on this look into good old-fashioned day 1 early access Dead Cells. And I hope to see you